Good, Holly. Let me know. Let me know you can hear me. All right, all right. Let's see here. That, oh, you're watching the game too, right, Holly? We're watching the game. Okay, okay. All right, all right. We're good there. Using the mod view here. Lee, hi. What's going on? Hello, Lainey. What's up, Nerd Chris? Hello, Just Jen. Let's see here. DJ Daz, what's good? Ah, you're recording it. Okay. All right. You're recording it. Who are you playing today? Someone not good, I think, right? I forget who it is. Okay. Okay. Yes, you made it. Ah, Cincinnati. Easy game. Like a scrimmage. You made it. Welcome. This is your first time, right? Yes, Jen. It's snowing. Welcome. And it's Psalmist 4, right? Make sure we're pronouncing that right. Yes, yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, 100% Mexicana. What's good, NYC Dope? Good to see you. We are here. Twitch you. The days just keep flying by. Hello, Miss Denise. Good to see you. Miss Denise, good evening. We do that there. Lisa the X. Hello. It's snowing in my screen. Yes. Yes, it's snowing there. All right. All right. Got a nice action-packed agenda. One reason, what's up? Just Jane, hello. Yes, yes. Also, make sure you host. Please help. If you need any help hosting the stream, let me know. Thank you, Just Jane. Happy Monday. Merry Monday. Excuse me. Yes, yes. Party Rocker Kev G, what's up? That's good. You can multitask. You can multitask here. We let it happen today. Thank you for that. Host Kev G. Lainey, thank you for the host. Sunshine. Good to see you. Alex, what's up? What's good, Alex? Let's see here. Happy Monday evening. Got some nice topics to discuss. All right, all right, all right. Thank you for the host. Chaotic, what's good? Good to see you. How you doing, sir? All good? Thank you for hosting. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. So we always start off with open Q&A. So any questions, we'll see if we can answer it or discuss together as a group. My question to the group is, I'm going to put it here. And here, let me create a banner. Is what word do you use now that you didn't in 2019? So we're going to put that there. So yes, what's the answer to that question? It's good. That'll kind of get us started off today. For one, first word for me, emote. Never used that before this year. So emote is one. Twitch is a good one too. Gamesbond, what's good? Good to see you here. Twitch for sure. That's one. Emote, what else do we have? Biddies. Mod, yes, Holly, mod. Biddies. So Alex, tell us what the difficulty is you have hosting on a laptop, and if you are on, this is a good one too, a Mac laptop or Windows, and we can help you out. Mod love as well. Yeah. What's the word that we use? Yes, yes, yes. Pandemic. Unfortunately, yes. That's good. What else there? What other words do we use now that we didn't use in 2019? Okay, yes, this is a hot topic, Miss Denise. This is a hot topic here, boy. Woo! All right, I think we might have to cover this a couple times, but yes, this is a hot topic. We will get to this. In fact, I think I'm gonna have to go over it twice as well. So yeah, thank you for the host, NYC Dope. Marco from Philly, what's up? Twitch, mod, emote, yes, exactly. Windows laptop. Okay, so is anyone, I think DJ Daz is really good with, and how are you trying to host, Alex? Like I know you can go to your chat, just put /host in, and it will let you /host space Amani Experience, and it should work. Is that not working for you? Let us know. Streamlab, yes, this is a good one too. Yes. Mike C Music, what's up? Good to see you. Welcome. All right. This is good. OBS. Oh, I feel you. GameSpawn. OBS. What a monster. But look how far we've come. We've come a really long way. You would be amazed. I always tell Songbird this. Mr. 4th Street. I finally got it down. Welcome. Yes. All right. Ebony ATL, what's up? Good to see you. Hello. C Tests. Good evening. Good to see you too. The word. I'm not sure what that word. I can't see that from my screen. Okay, so hold on. You're wanting the mod for a DJ friend who's still new to Twitch? Well, first tell your friend to come to Twitch U. We also have the archives that will help. And are they just trying to assign you as a mod? Because that's pretty simple. Let us know some more there. And actually share this guide with them. We have a guide that they'll, yeah, that should work, Alex. There's a guide, Miss Psalmist, that will help get you kind of really acclimated. Lots of links and instructions there. So share the guide with them. And thank you. I'll share this guide with them right here, and it'll really help them out as well. Try that, and then let us know if there's something specifically. That works. Which Harry Potter, which number Harry Potter, Kev? Awesome. Thank you. That's good. DJ Eyes, good to see you. All right, so we had, oh no, we don't need holiday bingo. Let's go turn that one off. So we're gonna say timer. We don't need holiday bingo there. Bingo. All right, we turn that off. Okay. So first thing is we'll show you this really quickly. Number 5. Oh, you're thick into it. All right. Awesome. Great. Thank you, Psalmist. Appreciate that. Is commercials. So we're good. Our ads. First thing I'm going to show you is, let's see here. We're going to come here. I'm going to go back here for a minute. Go back to Twitch. E-class, what's good? How are we doing? So let's go to back to channel, back to Twitch. So we're going to go here to settings. Okay. All right, so let me show you first. Malachi, what's good? Happy Monday. I'm going to show you the Hopstress. Hello. I'm going to show you how to prevent whispers. We had one question, actually a question from several people, how to prevent people from sending you whispers. So I'm going to show you that really quickly. Let's go to share screen. And then Chrome tab. Okay, so we're here. All right, so you see here, so what you do is you just go to your little profile on the right and you go down to settings right here. That'll get you to the screen. And then you go to security and privacy, or I think it's here. Where is it? Okay, here. Okay, so security and privacy. So you can block right here. You can block whispers from a stranger. So you would just activate that. So that means they have to be your friend before you can accept whispers from them. So that's the option right there, block whispers from a stranger. So that's one thing I wanted to show people right off the bat. DJ Chance, what's good? So that's how you block strangers from sending you whispers. All right, so let me stop sharing there. And then Mr. Niche, you asked a question about ads. I am going to Yes, I'm going to show you a couple things here. So first thing I want to show you is I want to play a portion of this video from an executive on Twitch that highlights just how important ads can be to the streamer, because as streamers, we're always trying to monetize. And then we're going to run a little quick test, and we'll do this a little later too. So we're going to do this, share screen, Chrome tab. We're going to share audio here. Okay, good. So let me do this here. I'll answer this next as well too. Good. Let's take down this banner. Okay, there. Okay, we'll make this bigger. And let me know if you can hear this as well.
At that moment, all watching different types of content, engaging in their own way.
Yeah, it's a fascinating environment. And then in class, and Megan will reiterate this, we talk about kind of the 5 to 6 different ways you can earn money on Twitch. What do you feel is maybe an underrated way to earn revenue on Twitch that most people don't consider that they should?
Ads, ad revenue. We have this conversation with our partners all the time. So just for context, is like for a lot of partners and affiliates, the largest revenue driver is subscriptions, and it's for good reason. I mean, like if you think about the world of ads, you need thousands of impressions for it to equal a certain amount of money, right? But at the end of the day, it's still additional revenue. And a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to run ads. I feel like a sellout. It's like, okay. But if you think about this for a moment, these people are here to support you monthly with recurring subscriptions to your channel. They're not going to mind a few ads, and it's going to be a major add to your channel. And as channels grow, those ads become more valuable to that channel. So the larger you get, so the earlier on that you find ways to incorporate ad breaks, like they're actually pretty natural. Like right now, if I'm streaming, guys, I out of water, I'll be right back. I can choose on Twitch to run a 30-second, minute and a half, up to 3-minute ad break. Mm-hmm. So you might as well use those opportunities to run those, get the community used to that earlier on. And frankly, by the time that you get very large, those ads are worth quite a bit of money to you.
Yeah. Do you have to be partner status to be able to run ads, or can you be affiliate?
I believe affiliate just got launched recently.
Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. I have to check. All right. So that is what the Twitch executive says about ads. So I think, Lisa, we have the poll that's going to come up about ads. We can ask it right now as well. And I'm just as a test, I'm going to show you all or run through kind of what it looks like when you can run an ad as a streamer. So I'm going to go back to my creator dashboard here. And just as a test, I'm going to kind of read you what I see here before I actually share my screen. So Miss Denise, does this kind of help? Well, it's going to help answer your question as well. This is probably why you're seeing ads as well. So let's see here. Yeah, I know it's tough. So let's see here. All right, so that was it. So I'm assuming if you all could let me know, because I couldn't really tell here, but were you all able to see the ad, even if you're a subscriber? Let me know that in the chat. Okay, so yeah, so this is interesting. So I don't know. That's what we're going to do a little case studying. We're going to do a little case study. It's very interesting as well, whether or not it affects it or not. So yeah, this is interesting as well. So Denise, hopefully that, yeah, that's good. Okay, so answer that question. We'll kind of talk about it later as well. Okay, so this is good feedback here. Thank you. So you got no ad. Okay, that's interesting. No ad. All right, so you all didn't get an ad, no ad, and I ran it too. So I wonder, that's interesting. So Golden Lady Show, when you say it depends on the streamer, Sometimes, yeah. Well, maybe not. So I don't know. That's why we did the test. So we're still trying to figure out this ad thing because it's kind of new to us. So I just ran 60 seconds. So I wonder if there's someone here who's not a subscriber, if they saw it, but no ad. You saw 3 ads. And oh, that's interesting. So if you can tell us, this is excellent. Which 3 ads did you see? You saw one every 20-second. That's interesting. So you saw an ad. That's interesting. So you saw the 3 ads. Wow. Okay. Okay, no ad. I got the ad. All right, this is very interesting. Jamal got an ad. Okay, 3. So I think we'll have to keep working that out. That's interesting. So you saw ads and didn't see ads. And chicken. Thank you, DJ Dave Paul. Cyberpunk, awesome. Okay, you saw all the ads as well. That's good. Okay, interesting. Subs probably don't get it. Okay, but sometimes people, yeah, okay, as a subscriber, I think this is happening too. So we're gonna dig more into this. This is really good, good information. Randomly, most likely will see an ad. All right, good to know. Usually you only see one. So you saw 3 because I ran a 60-second ad breaks for 60 seconds, and then it ran those ads. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna do some more research. We're gonna add that to the parking lot, and then we're going to go from there. Awesome. No ad. Okay, awesome. Good. So you saw one and you're subscribed. Interesting. Okay, learn the DJ ad. Okay, all right, we'll keep researching. Thank y'all for that as well. Yeah. Okay, this is good. Okay, we'll do some more testing then. Thank y'all as well. So hold on, let me go back to mod view now. Where's my mod view? I'm gonna show y'all mod view a little later. So thank you, DJ Lenny Pensil. Thank you for that sub. And thank y'all for voting on the poll. Appreciate that. Hello. Yes, E-Class, this is true. You do get more, and that was with the video. I'll show that video again. You do get extra money for running ads. Yes, you will get more. You will get more money. That's a fact. And as your channel gets bigger, you run more ads, your share of the ad revenue goes up. So that's good. What's up, CC? How are you? So that's good to know as well. Good. Right now it's pennies, but as you get bigger, it will kind of grow also as well. All right, so let's see here. We are getting ready to bring our first guest in. Hold on for a moment. Let's see here. Make sure we cover everything. All right, good. And so Holly, we're going to talk about predictions after this first interview, and then we'll get into buying viewers. Okay, perfect. So let's see here. I see Darling Chuck in the green room. What's up? All right, hold on for a minute. So let's do hello. So let's test your sound really quickly.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, Money. Hi, everyone.
Good. So everyone, and put a 1 in the chat if you can see Darling Chuck. What's up? All right, awesome. So let's see here. Let's do this here. Okay. All right, good. They hear you. Darling Chuck, welcome to Twitch U.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing well. Great to see you again. Just so people know who you are, let people know who is Darling Chuck before I tell them.
I'm another DJ on here.
Yeah. And you're based in New York, but you're from the Bay Area, correct?
That's right.
All right. So Bay Area, stand up. How did you find Twitch, and what inspired you to start streaming?
All right. So I started out on Instagram, and then my friend Dwight, who I know here in New York, was on Twitch, and he was in my Instagram chat saying like, hey, you should go on Twitch. The sound is so much better. The chat is so much funner. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll check it out. And then there was this other young girl who I was mentoring, and she was talking to me about Twitch, and she wanted to throw like a Twitch party, like a live streaming party. And she was like, I want you to be a part of it, but it's got to be on Twitch. And so she actually helped me get started, like setting everything up, like trying to figure out what equipment I need and all that stuff. And this was back in like March, April.
Okay.
And it was also around the same time that Instagram was like taking everyone down because of copyright songs and stuff. And so, yeah, like Twitch just became like a natural thing to do next.
What did you do to kind of get your viewers over from Instagram to Twitch and kind of get them to hop over and be comfortable on the platform?
I just hit people up individually, and I told them like, "Hey, come kick it over here." And in the beginning, I was doing Instagram at the same time, and just like pinning a message that said, "For better audio, head over to Twitch." And eventually, people did, and a lot of people didn't either. But I'm not worried about those people.
All right. Just worry about the ones you have here.
Yeah.
What was it that, like, how did you get over? Because Twitch is a little different. It's a lot to learn at first. How were you able to kind of get over that learning curve and really kind of hit your stride?
Oh, I think I had to go through a mental breakdown to move on, to be honest, because it was really discouraging in the beginning. It's just a lot of stuff to learn at once, and to be honest, in the beginning, I was kind of irritated that I had to learn new stuff. But once you get over that, once you get one thing that works right and you see it, then it kind of motivates you.
Okay.
From there.
What did you do to get through the mental breakdown? Because that doesn't happen overnight. How are you able to work your way out of that?
I think taking a break really helped.
Okay.
I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to just be like consistent, because that's what everyone's saying about Twitch, you know, like you got to be consistent, you got to be on like at least 2 hours, and it felt like overwhelming for me. And then I took like a month off, and then I think that's what my breakthrough was just like realizing that, you know, everyone on Twitch is pretty forgiving when you're having problems, and no one's really expecting like perfection. And we're all learning together. So I think just realizing that.
Absolutely. If you would go back to if you could go back in retrospect and talk to yourself in like March or April before you really got into Twitch, based on what you know now, what advice would you give your 7 or 8 month younger self?
I wish someone was there to tell me like, hey, just be kinder to yourself. Like, it's going to take some time. Everyone's different. You'll get there, you know, just be patient. I wish I had someone to tell me that in the beginning. I was really hard on myself in the beginning.
Yeah, I can imagine. I do understand that you were one of the main people who helped convince Spinnerita to get on Twitch and start twitching as well. How were you able to convince her after you went through what you went through?
I think having someone like Spinnerita is my homie, by the way. Like, I think having someone like her to just confide in, we were figuring it out together as well. So that was really helpful to just have someone that you can just hit up when you have a problem, or just someone that you can kind of vent to with all this. And one of the ways I tried to convince Spinnerita, by the way, is I remember telling her that to think of Twitch and Instagram as like different venues. Like, Instagram is a certain venue, and then like Twitch is a certain venue, and you kind of just have to figure out like where you'd want to play most.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a cool perspective. Like, how do you use that perspective now in your streams?
You know, Twitch is the only thing that I do, like, as far as live streaming. I'll do Zooms, you know, like for private stuff, but I still prefer Twitch over Zoom. But I think maybe trying to like switch up the streams that I do, you know, making it seem like it's not, I mean, I love to DJ, but to be honest, DJing every time gets kind of repetitive and boring. And switching up my streams makes me think like, oh, okay, today I'm in this type of venue, and then another day I'm in this type of venue. And it's not necessarily music. Like, I also play video games, which I'm so happy that I rediscovered during this quarantine, because I forgot how much I loved playing video games.
Yes. I've been on your streams when you play video games. Tell us about kind of what video games you play and how you add that into your streaming schedule.
The one I'm playing most is Tetris, just because it's something that I can like talk to people to, and kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of fun because, you know, it gets all stressful when it gets all fast. But there are other games that I want to try out, but I think that actually right now I'm working on switching over to PC just so I can do more games and streamer games.
Ah, I see. Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah.
We gotta check that out. I wonder, what's your perspective on like many people like are focused on achieving certain milestones, like 1,000 followers, reaching partner. What's your perspective on all that, and how do you manage that on a day-to-day basis?
Well, I think Spaniard is a really good example of someone who just set a goal and reached out to her community and achieved it. If you're someone who follows Spaniarita, when she first went onto Twitch, she was on Twitch heavy, and she was, like promoting herself, like putting herself out there, like saying every now and then on the mic, like, "Hey, follow me here. I'm trying to reach this goal. I want you guys to help me out." And people are down for that. That's what I noticed in Twitch. Like people want to help. People want to help you, and people want to have like a common goal to reach. So I think that's what it is, just like putting yourself out there.
All right. Now, what's your current schedule? And once you get a PC, how will you change it so you can game more?
Oh man, it might be a while till I get a PC. I want to build it, and I want to like learn like the ins and outs of it, and kind of do it my way, I guess. It's just something that I'm like genuinely interested in as well. Like I want to learn how to do that stuff. All right. And I'm not sure. We'll see. Like I think that once I do get a PC, I'll probably just game a lot more.
Nice.
Open it up to more games.
How have you been able to kind of continue to be such a really talented music selector? Because when I'm on your stream, I hear the music you play. Like you play some dope remixes. You always have new stuff. How have you been able to continue to dig and find music while during quarantine?
Oh, that's been super challenging, to be honest. And to be completely transparent, like I haven't really been listening to much lately. The one thing that has been motivating me though is Bandcamp Fridays. Like that motivates me to dig and to discover new artists and discover artists that I already know that do make music and have been making music. So I think that has been like a big thing for me. And keeping communication open with my DJ community. Like we're always like sharing music and exchanging music and stuff. But I'm not as adamant about keeping on top of everything as I was before pandemic, since I'm not playing out anymore,
Yeah.
None of us are playing out anymore.
I know we're not. Yeah. So for people who might not be aware, explain what Bandcamp Friday is and why you love it so much.
So Bandcamp Friday, Bandcamp is a website where artists can upload their own music and they can sell their own music, and they can also sell merch. And Bandcamp Friday is the thing that started during this pandemic where 100% of proceeds go directly to the artist instead of Bandcamp taking a percentage of it like they usually do. And that's just been like in the air lately. Like people want to support the artists that they love, and Bandcamp is a really good way to do it. Instead of just like relying on streams on Spotify or Apple or Tidal.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah.
What was your schedule like? How often would you DJ out before we had to kind of shut down due to the pandemic? Because I know you DJ a lot, so I want people to understand what you used to do compared to what you do now.
Oh man, it was really hard. I was a club DJ before, so I was DJing pretty often, and I also had corporate clients, so I tried to keep my schedule pretty packed every week, pretty much. And then when the pandemic happened, it was really tough for me to slow down. Like I think right now is December 21st. Mm-hmm. Right now is the time when I finally realized, like, hey, maybe I should like just slow down or not be so hard on myself for not being so busy. But before the pandemic, I was DJing all the time, and I was going back and forth between LA and New York, San Francisco, Oakland. I was just trying to stay busy, So it was a pretty big shock when the pandemic happened.
And so now we've been like 9 months into it, and you've said a couple of times how you really had to learn how to be easier on yourself because you don't want to put too much pressure on yourself. What advice do you have for other people who maybe are still kind of very hard on themselves as we go through this?
I think if you're trying to learn something new, the best thing to do is ask. And it's so much easier said than done. I have a hard time personally asking for help, but I'm so lucky to have like, friends and, even people here in this chat room right now. You can ask anyone here for help and people will be willing to help. If you just put it out there that you need help, then it'll come. And I just think that if you don't want to do it, then hire someone else to do it. There's so many people in this chat room right now who have been through like learning OBS, like all these things, and you can literally ask anyone in here who's streaming right now to help you out and they'll know. Yeah. It's going to come to a point soon where like you're going to have to hire people like that because people are going to be jumping on Twitch. Like, I think like as the time goes by, like more people are going to come to Twitch.
Yeah, well, we're hoping that because I feel, and the reason why we did the kind of Twitch U back in like July when we started, which is amazing, is to really bring people over from Instagram and Facebook to Twitch because music is only 3% of the kind of market on Twitch. So there's a lot of opportunity. And so more people are coming and we're going to welcome them with open arms and help them because the more people that are on the platform, the bigger audience is for all of us is what I feel.
Yes.
So do you agree with that? Disagree? Tell me your thoughts on that.
Oh, I agree. I agree 100%. But at the same time, like I'm not really here to convince people to come and see me. Like I did that for so long. And to be honest, like, I don't know. I think like just the year before, like 2019, I just had like a really rough year, like with my own parties, like trying to get people to come out. And I actually started live streaming last year because people weren't really coming out to my parties. And so I just like live streamed on Instagram and people would come out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I think it really helps if you're a streamer, especially if you're like a DJ streamer and you see your homies in the chat room, because the chat room is like considered the dance floor now. Like we hear that a lot. And it really helps to see like the support of people in there, even if you're just like lurking, like if you just want to say what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's lonely,
It can be quite lonely. Yes,
it's lonely.
It is. How do you get over that? Because, even now, like this next week, like the holidays, you're pretty much like stuck inside. Like,
oh my gosh. I'm so sad. I'm okay. This is the first time I'm in New York for the holidays. I'm usually in the Bay, back home with my family for the holidays. And I'm really sad that I can't be with them. And, it's winter out here in New York. Like, we just had like a snowstorm last week and we were home for the weekend and I was like, it's like getting cabin fever. I don't know, dude. I think like winters are usually like really tough for me, but I think giving myself like little projects to do here at home is going to keep me occupied.
Yeah, I need a puzzle. Someone send me a puzzle or something because I need some project for sure.
I love
what puzzles. About I know you watch Twitch a lot, and a lot of our audience here is viewers, and they're trying to figure out the best and the easiest way to view Twitch. Any advice or tips for people? Like, what do you do when you're watching that makes it easier for you to kind of see the chat, see the streamer? What do you think about that?
Oh, yeah. The way I like to do it is I'll have it streaming on my TV. Like, if it's like, an evening stream, like Lil Jon's or something. He's a streamer that I follow, that I go to every Saturday. Or like having it open on your laptop or your computer and then having the chat on your phone. So having it both on your phone and like some sort of desktop or like, if you can have access to it on your TV, I think that's like the best way to experience Twitch. Mm-hmm. And it's I live with Mike, my boyfriend too, and it's fun because like it kind of feels like we're both at a party together, but like we're on our phones talking. But yeah, that would be my recommended way.
And Mike is Bike Maker 510, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So cool. Mm-hmm. He's in the chat. He's always cool. So that's dope. What about technology? I always love to ask this question, like what piece of technology have you acquired since we got shut down, since the pandemic, that now you can't live without?
I think, I think I would say my my audio interface, because that was I'm quite sentimental about it, because it was like one of the first things I ordered when the pandemic started, and I didn't get it for like 3 months. And when I finally got it, I was so happy. It just brought me so much joy having it. It was like the first piece of equipment that came on top of like everything else that I had to order. So I would say my audio interface, it's like my first friend.
What audio interface did you get?
Oh, it's the Behringer.
Okay,
the
nice.
UCA 222.
Yeah, exactly. So any other advice, like for maybe streamers who are scared to start streaming? Like maybe they got all the equipment, they have their audio interface, but they're like scared and really are kind of wary of putting themselves out there.
What helped me is, I mean, like I said, like I'm lucky to have like a community of people that I can just turn to when it comes to this type of thing. And what really helped me in the beginning was just to hit someone up right before I was going to go on and be like, hey, do you mind checking my levels for me? Or just like, I don't know, kind of be in the chat for a little bit, just so I could see that you're there.
Yeah.
Like just asking people to, like, I don't know, man, just straight up asking people to be there for you. Like, that's all I can say.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
What helps you. Like, I mean, if you need people to help you out, like, or if it helps to see someone that you know in the chat, then I would ask someone.
Awesome.
Or yeah.
What about like mods? We have mods in here as well, and I know that you kind of mod your own channel, but you have help as well. Any advice for mods in terms of making sure the chat's flowing and kind of keeping the channel fun?
I wish I had mods. Like Bike Maker right here. He's playing a video game. He's playing Cyberpunk behind me.
Okay.
But
what's up, Mike?
He's got his headphones on, but he's saying, "What's up?"
Cool.
Bike Maker is my mod. Like when he has time, like he's the one who works in the house, like, so if he has time, like he'll be in the chat and stuff. But my favorite mods are Nina Mendoza, who also streams and is a really dope DJ, and Miss Vel. Those are the two that whenever I see them in a chat, I feel hella safe. And I think a lot of people in here have seen them in the chats too. But I really like how just considerate they are of everyone. And when a streamer is talking about something, they'll like leave links for context, which really helps.
Cool. Tell us when, what's your schedule, your streaming schedule normally, and kind of for the upcoming week so we can support you.
So I stream every Wednesday at 4 o'clock Eastern, and then 1 p.m. Pacific. And it's just one day a week for me right now, just because that's all I can handle.
Hey, yeah. I love that, you kind of know your boundaries. You say, I'm just going to stream one day a week and just give it my all and keep it moving. So respect to you.
Thank you, Amani. I love seeing you in the chat room too. Like actually seeing you in the chat makes me feel safe too. Like every time I see you in there, I'm like, okay, cool. This is a cool room. Nice.
And so people understand when you say it makes you feel safe, I'm glad you say that. Explain that so we understand what you mean by that.
Okay. You know what? In the beginning of the pandemic, I experienced a lot of hateful comments and messages and stuff. Just because I think like in the beginning I was on certain platforms that had like a large following, and a lot of times when you're before that many people, and especially a lot of people that don't know you, they got something to say. And so sometimes I'm a little like apprehensive to be in certain chat rooms if there's going to be those type of people in there. And if there are, then I'd rather just like, not. So when I say that I see people that I recognize in the chat room and it makes me feel safe, I know that whoever's streaming right now is a cool person.
Got it. All right, cool. Well, thanks for explaining that. We'll make sure you stay safe,
You too.
whenever we're on there. Just appreciate your style and like your streaming, and that you kind of speak about how, you kind of had to take a break for almost a month, come back, but you came back and you're still going strong, and you're going to add video games in as well. So, just keep doing that. We're going to keep supporting you, and we just appreciate you stopping by and chatting with us.
I appreciate you, Amani. Thank you so much for doing this, and thank you for having me.
Awesome. You're welcome. We'll see you soon.
See ya.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, so ones and hearts in the chat for Darling Chuck. So props to her. Really appreciate that as well. Let's see here. So that was good. That was good. She was very open too. I like that. So that's good. All right, so let's see what's next here. That's right. Put those ones in the chat. I got to say, DJ Montsky, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Next up, we're going to have our quick little stand. What's your setup? So we had DJ Cody sending his setup. So we're going to show you that really quickly. And let me see here. Where's his setup here? All right, here we go. What's your setup, DJ Cody? All right.
I want to start by saying thank you guys for showcasing my room. Come from a background of playing music, and what I want to do is incorporate that in my show. I'm a newbie to Twitch, but on the other side of the green screen is where everything happens. Here's my room. C920. It's over there, along with another one there. Sometimes I use the mic, the camera on the computer, but not that much. The waist camera is over there for the keyboard shot. Got the Behringer mixer along with the QSC and Behringer speakers, depending on how loud I want the playback to be when we're not using the in-ears. But this is the setup along with wireless mics that sometimes I use for the guest that's in here. Whenever this green screen goes away, and the shot of the room will include the musicians that's in here for my future shows. But this is the room of DJ Cody, other artists that I performed with back in the day. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, so another good setup, you know, just really, really cool setup. It's good to see how different people use different things. Got the green screen there and everything. So thanks to Cody. DJs, if you want to share your setup, just whisper me. I'll send you my email address. Try to shoot it horizontally so we can see your setup, and we will feature you on the next Twitch U. So that's good. So next up, we're going to go to buying viewers. So I've had 5 people in the last week email me about how they've noticed that other streamers are buying viewers to inflate their viewer count. So we want to go through kind of what that means, what it looks like, and then kind of get some thoughts from people. So first, and Rick, help me pronounce the last part of that, but thank you for the follow. Appreciate that follow. So I'm going to show you this video that kind of outlines what it is. Then we're going to talk about it. We're going to put up a poll as well, and we're going to have a quick conversation about it. So let's see here.
What's up, Check Dio here, what's up? Twitch.tv has a very dark side to it, much like most social media platforms do, where follower numbers speak the loudest. That's right, we're talking about viewbots, or viewbotting. It's a plague across Twitch.tv, and with enough time spent on Twitch.tv, you'll quickly catch on to the world of viewbotting. So what is viewbotting exactly? Viewbotting is an exploitative system that allows users on Twitch.tv to fluff or boost the following in this list: follow count, view click counter, chat frequency, and most importantly of all, the live viewer count. There's a wide variety of ways to view bots. Some people pay a service on the internet to send them live viewers. Others have a program on their computer that sends them, but one thing's for sure, viewbotting distorts the Twitch.tv economy, if you will. Since Twitch.tv lists their streamers in descending live viewer order, the person with the highest live viewer count sits at the top. As we move down the list, the viewer count gets smaller until we get to the last person with 1 to 0 viewers. So what's the problem, chickadee deal? When someone is faking or botting live viewers, their stream gets boosted to the top of the viewer list on the game they chose to play on Twitch. So when an average viewer decides to watch a stream of their favorite game, they'll most likely click on the first 3 to 4 streamers at the very top of the viewer count list. Then, the viewbotting Twitch user ends up getting real authentic human viewers watching, following, and chatting in their stream, which doesn't give a chance to the users below who aren't viewbotting and aren't cheating the system. This is where we should talk about ethics, and honesty too. The problem rests in whether or not a viewbotting channel is deserving of real human viewership. One common problem with viewbotted stream channels is that they might be of very bad quality, where the picture is blocky, fragmented, and the frame rate is terrible. terrible, or the stream host may have little to no personality whatsoever, which is not engaging for the viewer. This is not in the spirit of Twitch, and it gives viewers a bad experience and the website a bad reputation. I know what you're thinking. Well, if the viewer sees a bad quality stream, and the stream host doesn't have much of a personality, wouldn't they just leave and go to the next stream? This is where logic gets flipped upside down. To the average viewer, and to Twitch themselves, live viewer count is everything to them. The bigger number your live viewer count is, the more people will be attracted to it, and when your live viewer count is high, people start to believe that your status on Twitch is high. And for Twitch, more viewers equals more money. It's just business, baby. In any case, more viewers means that you're worth watching. Let's use an analogy. Back in the 1980s, a woman launched a massive ad campaign under the name of Angeline. Her pink sexy billboards were found everywhere across Los Angeles, California. If you were a conscious person living in LA during the 80s, you knew who Angeline was. And much like Twitch botting, if you have the money to do so, the correct software to do so, the right means, or friends to do so, you too can make yourself famous, just like Angeline. That's right, you can be famous by being famous by viewbotting. In hindsight, Angeline wouldn't have been famous unless she had her billboards everywhere. And a viewbotter won't get live viewers unless they're viewbotting. Much like Angeline billboards, a higher viewer count is a psychological trick that convinces people that you're actually more important than you are. This becomes even more complicated when someone viewbots with a decent looking stream and a good personality. They may actually garner some success from using a viewbot because the basic principle of a viewbot is to get you noticed when you would otherwise be overlooked by most users so far down on the viewer count list. Sadly, in the world of Twitch, wealth creates wealth, or in this case, viewership creates viewership, and if you happen to be someone who has a great personality, a good looking stream, and has a viewbot, you may be successful on Twitch.tv much faster than the person who takes the honest road. Please be aware that if you viewbot, your account is at stake if and when you get exposed. Botting makes you look cool. It'll make you feel cool. And you may convince yourself that you are cool, but at the end of the day, it's completely empty because all of those viewers are fake. Also, your channel is being built off of false pretenses, which, you know, that kind of sucks. What's better to you, faking it till you make it, or hard work and the experience of going 0 to infinity all by yourself, authentically? Also, be mindful of the people you compete with on Twitch. There are a lot of dedicated streamers out there who don't view bots, so the vast majority of people who deserve honest and authentic viewership won't receive it due to your boosted viewership. The guy who isn't botting at 14 viewers isn't going to get as many clicks and follows as the person who is botting at 50 plus viewers on his channel. Yes, this world is built on the backs of humans being terrible to each other, and the internet isn't shy of that either, but if anything, this is a message to people as viewers to have their wits about them when they're watching a streamer on Twitch.tv. Ask yourself if viewbotting is fair or not. Not enough people do, and more people should be discussing this topic. If you like this video, please give it a like.
All right, so that's the video on Viewbot. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. So we want to kind of hear really quickly. There's a poll up, and so I think Lisa is going to put up this poll about how can you notice it and what are some signs. And I'll share, like I took a little poll from like 25 or 30 streamers, just about kind of fake viewers because it's starting to get more popular. And so our community is pretty tight. So we want to talk about it, show you kind of the warning signs, and just kind of figure out the best way to move forward together as a community. So I think that poll is up. So let's look at it. It says, do you notice when fake is here? So, and if you say yes, just if you want to put some things in the chat about how do you notice and things like that. I'm going to share with you some research that kind of I was able to uncover about this as well. Let's see here. We have this thing right here. Okay, yeah. So here we go. So kind of the top 4 ways where you can tell is like if you go into a stream and the number of viewers goes up and down very quickly recently, that's one giveaway. And then also when there's a large number of viewers and the chat is very quiet, that's also a giveaway as well. And then the really biggest sign is when a DJ will raid out. When a DJ will raid out, and then you'll see, like, if they have 450 viewers and only 100 or 85 people join the raid, that's a telltale sign right there. That's like the biggest sign. The second biggest sign is when a streamer will start a stream, say at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then like at 8:01, like there's 200 people in there. Most streams, it takes a while to build up, your 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get to the peak number. So that's kind of a dead giveaway. I asked a lot of DJs about this, what they thought and how they don't let it affect them. You know, and they said, you know, acknowledge it. It happens in all social media. So just continue to be yourself and try not to pay attention to what people are doing. And also, yes, and also you can choose not to support or collaborate with them. That's an option. Don't do it yourself, because we want to try to keep the community as genuine and organic and as authentic as possible. I know that Kovo talks about this all the time. And then just find a group of like-minded streamers that you can discuss it with, because of course you want to get it off your chest. So just find some people you can talk to, and then just run your race and focus on what you can control and what and why you stream. So we have the poll up as well. Any questions or thoughts, put it in the chat. I'll kind of highlight a few here as well. So this is interesting. And so you can kind of check by using Twitch Tracker. It does kind of help a little bit. So that's just interesting as well. But yeah, so there's a lot of them that are invisible as well. So it just depends also. So yeah, it all depends as well. So that's the poll there. So just want to cover that in terms of mental health. That's, talk about it, see what you think, find some people as well, and just keep it moving as well. So I'll see kind of what you think in the chat. The Feet's always there as well. He's there, but that's a real person. We found out that this is a real person in the chat as well. Feet's a real person that will write back sometimes as well. So that, so now Holly, as we kind of keep moving forward, if you want to share kind of the process for doing predictions, because we want to talk about that as well in terms of doing prediction. That's a new feature that we wanted to cover. And so if you can put, I think you're still here, Holly, if you can kind of put that in the chat and see, that would be cool as well. So I don't know about this, but we're going to kind of do more research and see if someone can send bots as well. And so we'll do that. We'll kind of come back and give you an answer to that. Brooklyn Stace, what's good? Who joined other platforms on their live Twitch streams. That's interesting. I have to kind of look into that and see how that works and how that looks as well. So we'll check into that too. But if you can whisper me some more details, that'd be cool also, so I can check that out. Yes, I thought so, Ange Campo as well. Okay, so for the prediction, so we're going to do a prediction a little later as well, so we can test that out. So that's good too. Yeah, awesome. So we're going to figure out the predictions one. That did that, predictions, cheer motes as well. So I wanted to also cover cheer motes. So let me see here. Hold on for a minute. Share screen here, tab. Let's see here. Okay, cheer motes. So a lot of people are also asking about cheer motes. So I wonder how I can switch this here. Make this a little bigger. Okay, so cheer motes here. So you'll see some partners have these cool little animated things that when you cheer certain amounts, they do certain things. I know I saw one on Flip's channel where they do fun things also. So this is what cheer motes is. So a lot of partners, this is one of the goals. You can create cheer motes here. It's only for partners, and it can be for like bits that are sent for 1, 100, 1,000, 5,000. So I know we have some partners in the audience now. You can definitely kind of use this to kind of liven up your chat as well. And yeah, definitely use cheer motes. So I wanted to cover that. We'll put a link to this. Let me see. I'll put a link to this in the chat, actually. Hold on. So you can learn more about cheer motes as well. So we'll kind of copy this, but that's one thing we wanted to cover because that's been asked a lot. Let's see here, stream manager there. Put this here. Okay, so we're gonna stop sharing that there. And so DJ RHO Road, how do you pronounce that? Rodium, thank you for the follow as well. And so yeah, we're gonna try out a prediction in a little bit. Holly's gonna text that out, put that out as well. So yeah. So yeah, there we go. What's up, MC? Good to see you. So that's the link for cheer motes as well. So there. Predictions. So we think there. Good, good, good. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we got through that. We're waiting for our next guest who's coming up in a little bit. So what we can do now is, we can show you the mod view. Let's see here. I'm going to share my screen again. So this question is yes. So hold on. I don't know what that is, Sarah Lynn, as well. Okay, so some good questions here. So yes, being an affiliate and a partner is different. Once you get to affiliate, then you want to, I think you have to stream for a certain number of hours. You have to also, the hardest one is achieving like the average viewers of like 75 over a 30-day difference. Once you get that, then you can become partner. You apply for partner. Sometimes it takes 4 weeks to get accepted, 8, 12 weeks. And then you can get more emotes. You get access like cheer emotes and some other things, server preference as well. And then that's the difference with partner. Once you're a partner and then you average 10,000 viewers per stream, then you get a higher percentage of the sub revenue. Initially, affiliates and partners get 50% of your sub revenue. Once you get to an average of 10,000 viewers or more, then you get 70% of that revenue. But that's a really hard goal for us to get right now because we don't average that many as DJs or streamers. The gamers can do that as well. So that's a good question there. There was another question that came up too. Hold on. So yes. So if you see that, Twitch will kind of pop in under the staff category when they're watching on your list of who's watching. And sometimes if they make a comment, they'll have a little monkey wrench near their name in the chat as well. That means staff is watching also. So there. And so we don't really know the answer to this question yet, but we're doing some research to figure out, but that's a lot. You can also ban bots as well, and they will never come back also as well. So yeah, so there, and yes, you can watch up to 6 streams at once by muting tabs. You can also use multi-twitch.tv and watch them as well. That's also, we'll have to go over that again. All right, let me see here. Okay. All right, so let me show you quickly mod view, and then our guest is here in the green room, so we'll get to you in a moment. All right, so let me show you here. All right, so here we're going to share the screen. And so I have to thank Miss Vel for showing me this mod view, and I use it now when I'm like streaming because it's helpful here. Okay, so we have mod view here. I can make this bigger. I wonder if we can squeeze that over there or no. Okay. So you see mod view over here. You have the activity feed, which helps me a lot because I can see like who just followed. It's really quick and easy. You have your whispers down here, which is really quick and easy to show you who's whispered. And then you have your chat, and you can kind of drag this and make this as bigger or as small as you want. You can kind of adjust it and add different categories. You see me, I have the number of viewers hidden because I don't want to see that as well. And so this is mod view, and you can just kind of go and change it. Over here, it tells you how long you've been streaming. On this side, it tells you active mods, how many active mods you have in the chat. I know the screen is tiny. I got to figure that out. And it shows you requests also. Let me see if I can figure out how to make this one bigger here. Let's see here. No, it won't let me do that, but we'll keep figuring out. So this is the mod screen here, and you can see it, and I'll try to see if I can make it a little bigger. I don't know if that will help. There you go. That's bigger. So there you go. So that helps, right? Yes, we have actually Tyann Alexander it in slow mode so that you can only chat for 30 seconds because the chat gets really, really busy in here too. So as you can see here, like, thank you. And see right here, we had just had someone follow a minute ago. Nostalgic Butter. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. So you can see that there. This will also show you how many people I follow are live now as well. And no dark mode, no. And that. So you can see this here. So it's really easy. It gives you lots of stuff here. So if anyone here uses mod mode and has any tips on how I can make mine even better, yeah. Oh, so good question here. So how come I don't like seeing the viewer count? So I don't want that to stress me out in terms of if you have like 70 viewers and it goes down to like 50, or if you have like 30 and you really want to get more than 50, like I found that it would stress me out a little bit. So I prefer not to know. And I don't look at the viewers until after the stream when I get the summary from Twitch. And then in that case, it just helps me kind of stay focused and just enjoy the moment and keeps me from being distracted. Other DJs are different. They get motivated as they see it climb or decline. That's just my personal preference. It helps me kind of stay focused and not get stressed out. So, you know, I still get a little stressed out sometimes with the viewer count, but this helps me out tremendously as well. So hopefully that answers your question. Oh, so yours looks a little different. So I think maybe Justin or Holly can answer that because they use it as well. Got another follow, O.R. Williams. Thank you for the follow. So let me know there. Let me know that. Yeah, so okay, this is good. Like I can have different pop-outs. I just chose keep mine simple, but I'm still learning. So if you have any tips on how I can make my mod view better, I'm definitely open to that as well. So there, okay, good. So ask that. Oh, so we have poll up there. So hold on, let me see here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I try to do that NYC dope. I just clicked and dragged and put it there, and I can make it bigger. And so you can kind of move it around and everything. That's what I did there as well. So that's how I did that. All right, pin your. See this. I don't know how to do that, DJ Daz. So maybe you can share that as well. Yes. Mine is different. So maybe, you know, we'll test it out, but I wanted to show you all that as well. And so let me highlight a couple comments also, and we'll see that. But this is good. So I'm glad we're looking at this. We'll probably revisit this next week because you all have a lot of good tips. So I definitely want to learn from you all. So this is good. So if you have any other tips as well, yes. Good. So we'll do this. Let me stop sharing here. Okay. So that's good. So yeah, so I didn't use it. I just started using Mod View last week on Monday when we did that as well. So hold on for a minute. Let's see here. Okay. So good there. So keep putting suggestions in the chat and yeah, let me know that as well. Okay, so we have someone here who's looking for a mod here. So that's good. You can put that up as well. All right. Keep asking questions and my mods will store the starter kit. Yes, so keep putting the questions up. We'll answer them. I want to get to our guests right now. And cool. All right, so here we go. We'd like to welcome. So hello there. So let's test your sound. Yep, I hear you there. I'm going to put you to the front there. So hello, Liz Vega. So if y'all can hear Liz, maybe you might have to turn it up just a little bit, I think, just so we can hear you as well.
Can you hear me? Is that better?
I think that's better. Let me know in the chat if you can hear Liz.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, so let us know here. We'll see the chat. So first of all, welcome to Twitch U. We're excited to have you here. Welcome as well. So yeah, they say turn it up even more, I think, because you're a little faint. Yeah.
Hello?
I think that's better. Yeah, let's see what they say for sure.
Am I speaking too softly?
There you go. They said you were using your sexy voice, so you know.
Oh, okay. I need a my voice.
Yeah, I think that's good. That's good. All right, so welcome to Twitch U. We're excited to have you here. We want to learn more about you. My first question, though, is if you were going to maybe turn up just a little bit more, this thing, just a touch more, that's what they're saying.
Is that better?
There you go. There you go. Awesome.
Is that good? Okay, cool.
Who is, in like 30 or 45 seconds or less, who is Liz Vega?
Liz Vega is a multi-instrumentalist from Los Angeles. That's who I am, I guess.
All right. Fun fact is that you've learned how to play 4 or 5 instruments between the harp, the guitar, the piano, and now the violin since 2015. Would that be correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So how are you able to learn how to play such intense instruments in only 5 years of time?
Well, I think that for me, it's not necessarily, There's just something about music that I really love. And so every sound that I play, I feel like in our minds we can automatically guess what next note is next. Like I feel like everyone internally has the scale ingrained in us. That's the reason why everybody loves music and everybody can connect to music, is because we all have that within us. So when I think about an instrument and playing it, it's not necessarily I'm thinking about what song I'm going to write, or I'm not looking for like the end game. I'm just thinking about what is the next note I can hit. And so when you think about music in that way of not necessarily I want to write a song, but I just want to make every single note make sense to me, you know?
Mhm.
And so thinking about music in that aspect has helped me learn, I guess, easily or more naturally, because I'm more focused on what note I want to hit next as opposed to what I want to do with the music, you know?
Okay. All right. So this is good. If you have questions for Liz, put them in the chat. I'll try to get to them all. We'll collect them. Also, we do have to give you a quick congratulations because you just got your purple check mark today. So congrats on
did.
getting partner just today.
I did,
Congratulations.
yes. I know it's been a really fun day, because I mean I technically got partnered a month ago, but I didn't check my spam email. And so today, while I was looking through for like just Twitch stuff, and I just saw the email, I was like, oh my God. And I
Yeah.
called my friend James. James, he's been one of my good friends. He takes all my photos, and we've just been kind of doing this thing for a while, like him helping me with my Twitch channels and like trying to get everything organized, because I'm not really an organized person. So he's been helping me a lot with that. And so I called him immediately. I'm like, James, I got partnered. And
Yeah.
so we're like really happy about that. And it's just been a really, really, really fun day.
Yeah. So
Because
congrats on getting partner. You're over like 20,000 followers. How did you first find Twitch and what inspired you to stream on Twitch?
well, I actually started Twitch back in 2014 with video games before I was doing
Yes.
music. And so, yeah, it was when the Xbox One had first came out. And at the time, I was already playing a lot of video games. I was playing a lot of first person shooters for hours and hours. So when I got an Xbox One and I saw that I can stream with it, that's when I started streaming on Twitch, was from first person shooters. And so that's kind of what got me into streaming. But it wasn't until I started doing music that I really started streaming and, you know, just kind of evolving with this music category on Twitch as opposed to video games before.
Now, I've heard you say several times that you just love streaming. Why? Why does it bring you so much joy?
Obviously the community, there's a sense of, because I like being alone, because I do like being alone, and I realize that when I stream, I'm able to do that, something that I love, but also share it with people that are kind of like-minded at the same time. So it allows me to kind of explore what's really going on in my head, and also have a community involved in the process of, for example, learning music and like doing music. Like I have people that are, involved in the process as well, and that enjoy it as much as I do. And that's always cool.
Amazing. Now, what was the order of instruments that you learned, and what was it about the harp that made you want to learn how to play the harp?
The guitar was the first one. I got a
Okay.
guitar in 2015. And then it wasn't 2 years ago I found the harp, because I didn't, it wasn't, it's not really an instrument you see very much of. So when I saw my friend, I had a friend at the time, she was playing the harp, she was playing a small harp. And the first time I ever heard her live, I don't know, like it gave me goosebumps, and I started thinking about certain things in my life that I couldn't think about in a positive way. And so while I was, listening to the harp for the first time, and also feeling the way that I do, that was kind of an indicator to me of like, I want to keep feeling this, you know? It didn't matter. It could have been anything. It could have been, somebody saying a quote from a book that really, then I'll be like, what book is that? But in this case, it was a harp. And 2 months later, I got a harp. And that's kind of what started my journey with the harp.
Okay. I agree, DJ Eclipse. The one you sang last week when we rated you was dope. So we're going to get that on video or record that as well. So agree
Yeah.
there.
Yes, yes.
The next instrument that you're learning currently is the violin, I believe. Is that correct? Like you're learning that one?
It's very, very early days of the violin, but yeah.
Okay. Now you spoke about kind of how you feel when you play music. I want to read you a quote and maybe get you a quote that you've shared and maybe get you to explain why it resonates with you so much. And so you said that, before becoming a musician, you viewed your emotions as a weakness, something to be repressed and ashamed of. Why did you feel that way? And how do you feel now?
Well, I felt that way for a lot of reasons. I mean, in the culture of like, I'm Mexican American, so my family, it's different when it comes to emotions, anything, like it's not really something you talk about, even with like the male like culture in the Latin community, like it's very macho, strong, and like the only emotions that were really validated were kind of anger and happiness. It's like very extremes, but there's no in between. And so when I would get sad back then, I didn't really know how to express that because it wasn't something that was talked about in my environment and in my family. So kind of shoving that away and not letting and not allowing anybody in, because that's one thing that I think sadness really does for you, is that it allows you to be vulnerable and it allows you to ask for help just by showing that emotion. And so there was a lot of pride there as well. And so now, like, doing music and like really kind of understanding that I'm going to feel like that no matter what, because I'm in this world and there's a lot of things that are happening right now that are going to make me feel that way. And so now, instead of repressing it, I have something that allows me to just kind of maneuver with it,
Mhm.
instead of being, I'm not feeling that way, I'm not sad. Like nothing makes me sad. Like I'm strong. I equated
Yes.
not being sad to being strong. And I think that that was a mistake that I did when I was younger, but not anymore. Now I have music and it just feels really good. Well, I feel okay with feeling bad. you know?
This is true.
Yeah.
Kind of continue along with that thought, like how have you been able to be more positive and stay more mentally strong during a time when we're kind of going through a pandemic? And how has your harp and your music helped you with that?
Well, yeah, I mean, just even just going back with, there's a lot of things that are happening in the world right now. And right now we are going through a pandemic. And that's, I think, why I really valued music, because even before the pandemic, there was a lot of things going on in my life, a lot of things that can really, really mess with my head and stray me the wrong way. But now I have something that kind of allows me to connect to myself, connect to what I'm going through, connect to every and any emotion that I need, without, again, kind of closing it off and keep going on with my life without really looking at it. And so with music, it just allows me to connect to all the parts of myself. And I think that with this tool to just exist without being ashamed of just existing, I feel like it just gave me a really good balance, because now I could just be myself and feel all these things. And no matter what's going on in the world, I always have this to go back to. And I think that that's something that's really important, because the world has always kind of been fucked up if you really think about it. And now it's just in a grander scale. And I think that it's important for us to have tools in order for us to just live, to just exist no matter what's happening out there. Like, you always have something that allows you to connect to yourself. And I don't know, I guess balance you out. But I mean, that's
Yeah.
what's working for me.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's the answer to everybody,
Yeah,
but I just think it is really important for you to have tools in your life that allow you to connect to yourself, because it's important to connect to yourself. I think it's,
absolutely.
yeah.
So your tool is like the harp and your instruments and singing, and like my tool would be like DJing the turntables and kind of using that to kind of bounce.
Yeah,
Now,
in the moment.
Okay, so I have a couple questions after what you said. So first of all, share to the audience, what did your parents say when you told them that you're going to be twitching full time and that's going to be your primary job and all that? Speaking
Well,
from a Mexican American first generation family.
yeah, I think I got a burp.
It's okay, burp away.
I'm like, let me burp myself like a little baby. Yeah. So I actually told my parents this 6 years ago when I was doing video games. And so I told them because I was in community college at the time, and I was in my final kind of year there to actually transition into going into university. And so leaving that last semester and kind of, dropping out of school and telling my parents, I'm going to start doing Twitch and I'm going to play video games. It was very hard because, as a first generation Mexican American, you want to make your parents proud because you know that how much they sacrificed in order for them to come over here. So there's a lot of um, pressure to, you know, try to do more than what they did in this life to make them know that they made the right decision by coming over here. So again, there's just a lot of weight to carry already and to kind of make that decision. And I mean, I'm not doing video games now. That was like the beginning. So it's just so it was difficult to tell them, but at the same time I've always kind of been the person to not want to do things that they don't want to do. And for a long time I thought that that was a bad thing. That I thought I was lazy because I didn't want to get a real job. I did or a real job, I was lazy because I wasn't doing the responsibilities that everybody around me were doing that was a path to what they believed success was. And so I don't know. I've always been kind of a rebel at heart. So I know that I disappointed them, but I really believed in what I was doing. And I'm still kind of going at it.
Yes,
I'm
doing well too.
I'm still trucking along, but it's getting a lot easier now with music and streaming because it's it's not like anything I've done before and they can see the progress. And they
Mm.
see it because now I am self-sufficient. I'm independent and now I can also help them out financially, which is everything to me. That's honestly that's what I'm doing it for because it's like I do want to be successful because I do want to be able to help my parents whenever they need. And I knew that this was going to lead me down that path. Um, and I don't know, I just kind of believes in myself, and now they're kind of seeing it too. But it did take a while for them to settle in and understand.
Absolutely. So now you're self-sufficient by just streaming and your music.
Yeah.
We had a question from the audience. So Cathosaurus, hello Cathosaurus. She says, are you going to have the harp ready for your nephew on Christmas Day?
Yes, I am. I am gonna have a harp ready. I bought my nephew a harp for Christmas because he really wanted a harp. And yes, it's gonna be ready for Christmas. I'm really excited.
Awesome. Awesome. How were you able to kind of persevere when you went through the ups and downs when you first started to stream and play your instruments and 5 years to get you where you are now? That's not a short period of time. How were you able to persevere?
I'm persevere in just continuing to do this, or
Well,
what do you
both
mean?
continuing to do it and not giving up is really what I'm kind of asking.
Well, I just love doing it. Like I really love doing it, and that just has always been enough. Because I'm not doing it for anything else. I'm just doing it because I really do enjoy doing this. That's why I can stream for like 8 hours a day, and play music
Yes.
for 8 hours a day, because I would be doing it regardless if I was streaming or not. So I
Awesome.
just honestly found something in my life that really fits in with what it is that I want to do. It's like I just want to play music. It doesn't matter where I am. And so streaming was just something that I was really lucky to be born in this time, you know? And I
Hmm.
think we all really are because we all can connect to each other regardless of, what's going on in the outside world. I mean, I think about it like in the 1920s when the pandemic was happening. And like, could you imagine being in your home and like not having anything, any
Yeah.
of the things that we have now?
Right. Yeah. It's scary.
Yeah. And so I always think about it because in the beginning when I first started live streaming and doing music, I would tell my friends, I'm like, hey, you guys should get into live streaming. Like, I really think I would tell them, I'm like, live streaming is the future, guys. Just do it. Just get into it. And it's just so funny because now that we're in the pandemic and it's happening, I'm like, oh yeah. And now it like really truly is because everybody's live streaming. Everybody is on their camera, like doing music. So part of me feels like I've also kind of been preparing for this
Mm-hmm.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And I never knew where it was going to take me. I never thought about the future. I try not to think about the future a lot. But when I'm doing something and I can just peek into it just a little bit, I don't know, it just feels right in the moment. I think anything that feels right in the moment could lead you to places that, I don't know,
Yeah.
like just living in the moment kind of prepares you for whatever future that you want.
Why do you feel that streaming is the future? I really am curious as to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, I mean, like I said, I look at all the tools we have. Look at technology, look at the internet. Like what we're doing now, it's literally happening now. Now is the future. And it's just to be able to connect to someone instantly, someone you've never met before. That's incredible. That's magical. How is that not the future?
Well, yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree.
Magical. It's a good time. It's a good time to be alive. We have a lot of tools.
S- Speaking of tools, what is like the technology that you use to stream? Because you sound like your sound is phenomenal. You have the dope camera there. You can pick up any instruments. Like, what's your setup like?
Honestly, I just have a mixer. For the sound, I have a mixer. I have a Yamaha MG10XU, and then I have my Sony A6000 or 6X1000 and a computer, and that's about it. And then I just plug everything in, mix it a little bit, and hopefully it sounds good. But it was a thing because in the beginning when I first started doing music and streaming, my sound wasn't the greatest. So
Hmm.
it's evolved. And that's also something that I love about streaming is that you evolve. With your
Yes.
computer, you start upgrading things, you start fixing things here and there, and you start making the experience even more however you want it to be. So I think that's really cool too.
Yeah. Speaking of evolving, I love to ask this question. Everyone in the audience knows. But if we maybe go back to your first musical stream, say in 2015, when you started streaming music, and give Liz Vega advice based on what you know now, what advice would you give your kind of younger streaming self?
Um, oh, talk to the chat more.
Okay, tell us
In the
about that.
in the beginning, because I loved playing music and I loved being very involved, sometimes I would just completely ignore the chat. I just wouldn't even like. I would just be for like an hour. I would just be playing music, and then I'm like, oh hi guys. In my stream now, sometimes I do that. Sometimes I don't look at the chat, but now I can do it in between when I'm playing the song, as opposed to playing the song. Now the next song, I'm just gonna keep going. So kind of trying to keep the flow right? Of like, I want to still be in the moment, still only think about whatever it is that I'm feeling when I'm playing, but also know that there's other people here with you now too. And that's, again, the beauty of streaming. There is people with you now. You are not alone.
Yes, you are not alone. What, like, for technology, one more tech question, and then we'll keep going with like the philosophy angle because you're very wise for your age. What has been the one piece of technology that you've started to use since the pandemic that you can't live without now?
Piece of technology? Oh, yes. My Stream Deck.
Okay, tell us what you have.
Stream Deck. So I have to reset it up though, because I just had to reboot my whole computer because something happened, but it's okay.
Mhm.
So the
Yeah.
Stream Deck here. I love it because I can put sound bites in it. So I do like to curse. I'm honestly surprised that I haven't cursed. I am proud of myself. I'm like, damn, Liz, you haven't. In the back of my head, there's somebody saying like, damn, Liz, you haven't even cursed. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah. Well, you can
But
curse if you want, but go ahead.
So if sometimes I don't feel like cursing, sometimes I have somebody else curse for me because of these sound bites that I have. If I need to go to a BRB screen, I could click a button as opposed to like me being here and doing it with my mouse.
Yeah.
So it comes in handy. I like it. That's the one piece of technology that I don't want to live without now that I'm streaming for
Yeah.
streaming. It's my
Yeah, that's
stream.
great. We learned about the Stream Deck. I learned about it when one of my students came on the stream probably about 6 or 7 weeks ago and said if she could buy something new, it would be the Stream Deck. And sure enough, now I
Yeah.
hear about it all the time. So it's amazing.
Stream Deck. You don't have one?
I do. And actually I had the little one like you had, and then I traded in for a bigger one. And so it's really cool. I'm just learning how to use it and everything. So I agree 100%.
Yeah.
You have a
like it.
very, very passionate following, and they show up for your streams and stay for the entire time. If it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 hours, how have you been able to grow your community to be so passionate?
I think it's just the recognition of somebody who feels the same way. I know I say feel a lot, but I really do believe that it's the greatest thing and the only thing that you should be focused on. It could tell you a lot about yourself. You know, if you feel a certain way, ask yourself why you feel that way. And I think that that's something that's really important. And so I try to really instill that in the community of just do just really pay attention to how you feel because it's how you feel, you know? It's how you're reacting and to try to be ashamed of it or to not question it, to know more about yourself, because that's what you're doing when you're questioning it. You're just getting to know yourself. And so that process is going on in my stream. And so I'm exploring a lot of my mind, I'm exploring a lot of my emotions. And I think that that's something that people can relate to or want to relate to because it's something that, again, it's not something that's taught in education. It's not something that, well, at least in my environment, it wasn't normal,
Hmm.
to feel and to be emotional and to be expressive and to be different or, whatever it is. That wasn't the case for me. And so I've learned a lot of that. And I just want to show other people that there's ways of living that can be a little different and beneficial to yourself and
Indeed.
to people around you too.
When did you realize that you have like very, very good pitch and can sing and can kind of take your voice all over and sing?
I mean, 5 years ago. I mean, well, I don't know because even when I think about my singing, I don't think about it. I don't know, you know, because I look at videos when I first started playing music and singing. I mean, you can go back on my Instagram. It's like a log of like the first. We actually, as a community, we watched the first video of me playing guitar and singing that I posted on Instagram, and I sound very different. I don't sound the best, you know, now listening to myself, but I remember what it felt like in that moment when I was singing and playing. And I wasn't thinking about whether or not I can sing good. I just know that it felt good. And this is like, because it's like, whoa, this just feels. And so I was singing and, I didn't have the most perfect voice, but I feel like you grow with the more that you do it. And maybe I haven't thought about it objectively in a way of like, was I singing good? Was I singing bad? Because that's just never it. That's never the reason why I'm doing it. And so I think I just got more comfortable with myself and more comfortable with what I was of the sounds that were coming out. I don't know. Like I
Yeah, that makes
can't really
sense.
explain. Yeah.
When you're in the chat and you're singing, it's evident from the comments and just people who kind of share their feelings that when you're singing and playing the harp or the guitar, you have a huge impact on people within a short period of time. How do you handle that responsibility?
I I guess I don't really see it as a responsibility.
Hmm.
Just I don't know. I just like doing music. I just love doing it. And if you're there because you love it too, then it's because of the music, And sometimes I it's almost like it doesn't belong to me.
Mhm.
You know, like I don't feel like it's mine to gain anything from, in the sense of, like, even thinking about it in the perspective, like, as a responsibility that people are there to see me. Like, sometimes I don't feel like they're there to see me. I feel like they're there to experience something that is just happening, and I'm just there in the perfect time at the perfect place with the instruments that want to be known with whatever it is that's around. And
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So we got a bunch more questions. If you have questions in the chat, put them there. I'll try to get through them. I'm wondering, since the harp is right there, while we take like a little bit of, I go through these subs and everything, maybe how do you feel about playing a song? Like everyone knows that I'm a big Mariah Carey fan. So I'll just put that there, but I'll let you choose what song you want to play.
Yeah.
And also tell us about your single that came out October 20th as well, correct?
Oh yeah, of course I will.
So tell
I
us
don't
about
know.
that. Go ahead.
I was like, I don't know any Mariah Carey.
It's okay. It's okay. So, hold on. So I want to say, O.R. Williams, thank you for the follow. Kathy Source, both thank you for the follow and for the sub. Thank you very much. We're glad you're here. DJ Q, DMV, thank you for the resub. Happy 4th anniversary. Murph Ox, thank you for the follow. Alex Brinkmancello, thank you for the follow. And then Samurai Strap, thank you for the follow as well. You can choose whatever you want to sing because I want people to hear a little bit of your talent, and then we'll keep asking some questions. So your choice.
I'll do a little short.
Yeah, whatever you want.
I'll do a little short. I'll do the song of Fall River. This is my single. It's called You.
All right.
How could you stay like that? Aren't I enough for you? Love's not a drug for you. Taste of disdain in you. Monotony's paving you. My arms are now mourning you. 'Cause you're not around and you haven't found all that I see in you. Wish I could step back from you. Stay far away from you. Thoughts are not turning blue.
All right. Well, wow. So ones and hearts in the chat for that. Thank you very much. Super dope.
Sure. Yeah, if
Super,
you guys want to listen to that, that's on Spotify and
Yeah.
iTunes and everywhere.
everywhere. We'll put those links in the chat. Awesome. Awesome. When you're thinking of collaborations that you're looking forward to doing, who comes to mind?
Collaborations. I mean, like, Are you saying like people that I know or people that I don't know that I wish I want to collaborate with or
I'm saying both. Let's say both.
well well of somebody I really want to collab with is his name is Tamino and Puma Blue, and they're just really great like alternative almost like jazz players that I really admire that are like alive right now, you know,
Mhm.
because most jazz people are long, at least my inspirations are like long gone that I wish I could collaborate with.
Really? Like
um
who? Who are long gone?
like um Nina Simone,
Mm,
you know,
yeah.
um, and Jeff Buckley. Well, he's more like he's gone too, but he was more like in the 90s. I think he's
Hmm.
one of my biggest inspirations as well. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people in the chat are saying Stevie Ray Vaughan. Do they know something we don't know about?
Stevie
Or
Ray Vaughan.
tell us about Stevie Ray.
I just love him. He's one of my favorite guitarists, and he's just an insanely talented blues rock guitar player. And if you watch him, he's just electric. And yeah, he's amazing.
Okay. And then James, the photographer, he
More.
says Jim Morrison.
I see it too. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course, Jim Morrison. Of course.
Okay.
Come on.
All right. What do you tell people who maybe want to learn an instrument, but they're a little bit later in life and say, you know, they're no longer in like college or they're working, but they want to learn an instrument, but they're scared? What kind of advice do you give to them?
There's nothing to be afraid of. And just pick up and go. Just if you want to do it, just again, I think it's more about experimenting and being curious and again, looking for the next note as opposed to anything else. Of like
Yeah.
what note do you feel is after what you're just playing? And you can experiment, you know, you can click any note, especially with the piano. The piano's the best one if you're going to learn a new instrument and you don't know what to start on because um, it's all there. You can recognize patterns really easily, and it's all again. If you learn a little bit of it, you know everything else on the piano. So, and it's very easy to experiment on the piano as well because you can just hit notes and be like, oh, those two notes sound good together. What next note sounds good? And kind of going about it in that way as opposed to something that's structured or theory or something that tells you what's going to happen next. Go find
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. I think it's
Play
so
much
interesting.
like life. Yeah.
I think it's so interesting that like you learn on your own, didn't learn like through musical theory, and a lot of the traditionalists are like, oh, you must know musical theory before you play. Like, what's your response to that?
I always say no, because I've had play I've played with people that have tried to teach me, you know, like try to be like, oh, this is the scale, just learn the scale, just learn the scale, and I don't know, I just get put off by it because it's just I never want to know what to do next.
Mm,
You know, I never
mhm.
want to know what to do next. I always want to explore and determine based on whatever it is that comes out. So, like in my stream, you'll see me experiment a lot. Sometimes, you know, I hit a different note, maybe not the right one to a lot of people, but that's just because it's just a half step away.
Mm. Yes.
So, you know, it's just about experimenting, exploring, and being curious about it. And um, there is a way to play music, you know, but
Yeah.
it's always why you want to play music. Your foundation to why you want to play music needs to be solid if you're going to be doing it. You know,
Agree.
doing it for at least what I think is the right reasons of just trying to feel what is going on inside of you.
Yeah, absolutely. So, looking at the audience here, any questions? While we're waiting for some more questions, tell us about like your upcoming schedule. I know that you don't like a schedule. You like to be
Yeah,
very spontaneous. You don't like a
I know.
schedule.
Yeah, that's very true. I know this is early for me. It's 6. I'm never on camera at this time. I'm
When-
usually like doing bed at this, but I didn't. I slept last night so that I can do this interview at this time. Because I'm like,
Yes.
nah, I can't be sleeping at this time. I gotta be up
Well, we appreciate the dedication. Thank you very much.
anytime. This is a community here. But yeah, I
When-
might stream later because it's my
Okay.
partner day. I got
Yes.
partner today. I have to stream. I gotta celebrate with my people.
Yes, you do. You got to celebrate for sure. So I'm checking the chat to see if there are any questions before I ask my final questions. Any last minute words of wisdom for other just streamers in general? Our audience is a lot of viewers on Twitch, a lot of streamers. Some of us are making progress, but we get stuck. Some of us are afraid to get started streaming, specifically on Twitch. And then some of us who are like really doing well on our way or already achieved partner. Just any advice for us to kind of continue to inspire us to keep moving forward?
Yeah. If whatever it is that you're doing, say anything that's on your mind. And then you'll know if you belong there, and people will know if they belong there too. Anything that comes into your mind, see where it takes you. Even the ones that are a little bad and you're like, why am I thinking this? Explore that thought. There's a lot of comedy and a lot of things in our heads as well, if we choose to view it that way. And it's time to stop being ashamed of everything that you think and everything that you feel, because that's who you are. And
Amen.
I think the faster you get to know that, the easier it is for you to do anything that you want to do.
I think well said. I think we're gonna choose to end on. Well, actually, Murph Alk says you're gonna forget all your homies who supported you, and not your partner. We know the answer to that, but
I'm
you
not
can answer anyway.
you said that. How dare you.
Awesome. He's just playing. I'm sure he's just playing. So that's great. So we put your link in the chat. We'll also share with people how they can support you on Spotify and all of that. Any upcoming, do you have a second single that's coming out soon? Kind of tell us what your plans are for that.
I'm putting out a Christmas song.
Oh, okay. When's that coming out?
I mean, honestly, I should have put it in today, but it's going to be out like tomorrow or tonight. I'm probably going to put it in Discord right after, or not Discord, sorry, DistroKid right after this interview.
Okay. Yeah. Put it on DistroKid so we can buy it and we can support. So thanks again for coming to Twitch. I have to give a shout out to NYC Dope. He introduced me to you like a month and a half ago. And so, just keep following you. And then we were able to raid you last week and then you agreed to come on. So thank you very much. And we just want to say, keep playing the music, keep just being you. We'd love to support it. And I think it's super dope that we got to get you and me. We got to have me DJ and you play the harp at the same time. That's one collaboration. We got to make that happen. So we're going to make that happen. Awesome.
Oh, I see now. That question earlier. I want to collaborate with anybody. I want to collaborate with you, Amani.
All right, we're gonna make it happen for sure.
Do it.
So good luck. Congrats on making partner. We'll make sure we follow and support, and we'll have you back real soon.
Thank you so much for having me. Goodbye, everybody.
All right, goodbye, and thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, take care. All right, y'all. That was cool. Again, we have so many cool people that come by and talk to us. That was awesome. Well done. All right, so let's see here. What else we have on our agenda? Make sure you put some ones in the hearts in the chat for her. So that's cool here. And then Holly, did we want to try our predictions? Do you want to try it and see if it works? Just so we can see how that works. And we'll do final Q&A and then we'll get ready to go on a raid. So that was cool. Let me know that. Yes, Cathosaurus. I'll put the VOD up. It'll be automatically there. So I'll put that up. Thanks again for the sub. Welcome to our family. So we'll see here if we get the little prediction thing. Edmundo Rosa, thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. Let's see here. What did we have? And maybe my mods can share if there's any other questions. Do we have another poll? Yeah, you can do the other poll. We'll do the next poll as well too. Yes, make sure you follow her. Thanks again to NYC Dope. So we got that. Okay, good. We'll collect a list. I know Sunshine, you asked about bots to ban in your stream. We'll collect the list of bots to ban and we'll discuss that next week. Okay, cool. So good. So that's good. If you have any other questions, do that. Final polls up. Let's see here, streamers. We're going to see about the streamers there. Tony LeBron, you see, we got her on. So thanks for that. Let's see here. Anything else? Oh, I wanted to review this. So we also want to review Twitch. This was really popular, so I'm going to review this for everyone. So let's go ahead and do this really quickly. We want to look at twitchemotes.com. Hopefully it's up. Emotes.com. All right. All right, Team Mac. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna stay here. So let's see here. Anyone in the audience want to check to see? Yeah, we'll work on this. We will. We'll come up with a list and share that as well. I agree. I agree here. Thank you. Okay, cool. We'll start the. Holly's gonna walk us through how to start a prediction. This is a great new feature you can use on your streams, so people can get more channel points and use their channel points to kind of gamble as well. Yes, please follow. Also, we have the past episodes that we have interviews and tips about Twitch as well. So thank you for following. How do I pronounce that? Onryo San. Let me know how to pronounce that. We'll make sure you get the guide as well. So that, and I'm going to show it to you. So let's see here. Anyone in the chat want to look at how their emotes are doing for this Twitch emotes? Because I think it's really interesting here. So I'll look at mine first. Chrome tab here, Twitch emotes. And then you can just see how the emotes are doing. So, okay. Yeah, so I'm going to whisper you Ladon for the starter kit for mods. I will whisper that to you as well. Thank you for that. I'll send me a whisper about that, please, Ladon, and I'll get you some information. All right, so y'all see my page. How did I make this big before? Let's make this bigger here. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so there. So first we'll look up Amani experience and see my little emotes here. We'll see how well. So these are all my emotes, and then you can look and see how well they're doing. Display stats right here. And you can see here, this is from a while ago. So you can see like, what's this one here? This day, like Mariah does well. Twitch Bay is doing well. Chuck Brown, Kaylani, a little bit. You can see here. So it all depends. It looks like the Twitch Bay is one of my more popular ones, which is new. So that's interesting as well. Mariah, the Professor. So it looks like Professor in that. So you can see all the ones that are doing well here. So I love this. And then who else wants to check out? Okay, the Party Rocker Kev G, I got you. So we're going to put yours in here. The party. Also, DJs, remember to send me your setups. I'm going to come up with a like a whole TV show of them. There'll be like 30 minutes worth of them back to back to back. So here's Kev G's as well. Oh, I like the Twitch Aid one. That's one of my favorites personally. So hold on, we're going to display Kev G's stats here. And you can see here, like, okay, so the Party Rockers, yes, Twitch Aid here. And you can see here the Party Rockers. So you could just look here, yes. So these are like, you know, just throwing those emotes up. So lots of use there. The yes, the rockers. You can see this as well. So that's interesting there, Saturday. So good stuff there. Good, good, good. Anyone else want to look at theirs? That's yours there. Cool. And you got this one, Mob Jersey. Well done. Yes, good stuff. Let's see who else. Anyone else want to look at theirs? Ah, Miss Her, what's up? So if you go to twitchemotes.com, so we can show you yours as well. I like a lot of yours as well too. The Cocos. Miss Her. It's called twitchemotes.com. And so here you are. Pharrell. I love the Pharrell one. That's one of my favorites. So let's see here. So you can see here, one day I had a really big one, the Miss Her ones. And then, so you go here, like Play DJ, Coco Thing, Miss Her, Pharrell, Aunt Viv, Play DJ. So one of your popular ones is Play DJ. So that's one of yours, Pharrell's popular, Coco Thing. So that's it. So you just kind of look and see what's working better. Transitions matter. Aunt Viv, Coco Thing. Play DJ looks like one of your more popular ones. So that's cool. And let's see here. So there you go. Play DJ right there. That's yours. Okay, Chaotic. We got you as well. JK. OTIC. Here. So we're going to go there. Here it is. I love the Tims. Those Tims. Oh, that's interesting here. Rain on Me. That's an interesting one too. Okay, okay. All right, all right. So you can see here. I think this is your 24-hour stream day right here for sure. So you see the Tims right there, the Tims. That's obviously Rain on Me, Tims. Oh, people like to Rain on Me, the Tims one. Rain on Me, Dance for Me, Tims. So those are yours. So just look at it. It's a good idea to look at it and see kind of which ones you should keep, which ones you should swap out. It's just really good to look at trends. So that's good. Rain on Me, Mod Love, Dance for Me, Tims. So you got some ones that are really being used heavily. So that's really, really cool. And this is when they're being used across all of Twitch, not just on your stream, but across all of Twitch. That's always a good sign as well. And I'll do one more. You're welcome, Miss Her. I will do DJ Kamish. All right. Good to see you. So we'll look at DJ Kamish. So now the poll's over. It was split between Mac and PC. Now we're going to do a predictions one just so you can see how that works. Kamish, search in here. All right. Ooh, why not? That's the one that catches my eye. So let's look here. Oh, and you got the Team Adidas. Ooh, nice. So you can see here, why not? Of course, you can see which ones. Why not? Demo, Crunk, Purple Adidas, Teal Adidas. Why not? So yeah, that one caught my eye, and you can see why. Metro card. Is that a Metro card from DC? Oh, that's no. Okay. So yeah, there's yours as well. So dope. Yes, we didn't see any baby oil ones as well. So the cheer bit emotes, I'll go back to yours, but I don't think it shows that one in that screen. Yeah, it should. It might. I'll go back to yours, Miss Her, and see. What's your cheer, Miss Her? See here. So that's that. And let's see here. Your cheer bit emotes. No, it didn't show that one either. We'll have to see where those ones, because those are like your cheer bit ones. I love the Marvin too. Yeah, we'll see about that one, but it doesn't show that as well. So there you go. MetroCard from New York City. Cool. Okay. All right, so we have our predictions. We're just testing out the prediction ones now. So here we go with the prediction stream here. So let's see here. Holly said, I'm gonna highlight your comment, Holly. So the streamer and the mods can't bet on that. So this is one that says, will Survivor Island be fun tomorrow? And so you can predict. You can click on it, click the little predict button, and it will let you predict. You can put some what's it called? Channel points and kind of try to influence or bet as well. Yeah, okay, it's your most don't stop. Thank you. So there as well. What's good, D-Man? Yeah. So we have this as well. So everyone says yes, and so there. Awesome. So Misty Christie selected Guide the Raid. I had one preset, Misty Christie MC, but who did you want to raid? Let me know. And let me know that, Misty Christie. I might have to do that as well. And let's see here. Oh, I'll answer this question too. I initially came on to Twitch because I was doing my podcast and I could no longer do my podcast in person. So I would live stream them on Twitch. And then I also started doing DJ sets back in like March, April. That's what brought me to Twitch. I used to teach about it in my classes at Cal State University Fullerton, and I was able to use it, which really enhanced my teaching. So that's what brought me to Twitch and has kept me here ever since. How about you? Let us know about your story as well. So let's see here. Let me see here. So we got this as well. So MC, if you could whisper me who you want to raid, because we might have to do that as well. Also, while we're here now, while we're waiting for the predictions, tomorrow night, we have Survivor, the 2020 season finale. We'll start again in January. We'll take 1 week off and do the best of Survivor next week. We have West Coast Hip Hop, Too Short, E40, Ice Cube, Snoop, DJ Quick, Ice-T. Who will be the survivor? That's tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't attended Survivor, we have music from all these artists. We vote them off the island one by one, and whoever is the last artist standing is the survivor. We've gone through 15 weeks of this. It's been amazing. This is our 16th one, and we will see who survives and carry on to the new year. Awesome. So any thoughts on that whole prediction stream? Okay, so let me see here. Let's see here. So Holly put up here. You're welcome, Cathosaurus. Thank you for attending. So, okay. Oh, so when the outcome of the prediction has happened, the mod or streamer goes back into the prediction and chooses the outcome, and it looks like LaDawn got more channel points. So yeah, awesome. Cool. So that's predictions. We will kind of do some more research throughout the week. No blood pressure, little Miss Ruthie. And we'll do some more research. We have a lot of good takeaways today. Next week, we have a couple working on some more guests. I know we have Neil Jackson coming by next week, and I'm trying to get my guy Buck Rogers to come on as well. So yeah, Survivor Island tomorrow, 8 p.m. So we're working on some more guests. So now, MC, did you whisper me about the raid? Let's see here, Sean. Oh, you want to go to Sean? Okay. So we're going to raid Sean Phelan. He's on right now, and he's family. So we're going to go to Sean. We're going to raid him. So see y'all tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern for, what's it called? Survivor Island. Make sure you all stay safe over the holidays. I know you'll be with family and a lot of traveling potential, so please stay safe. We'll be back here Tuesday, of course, for tomorrow for Survivor, and then later in the week also. And then we will do that as well throughout the week. So let's see here. A couple more questions before we go on a raid. How to work it efficiently. So that's K Prison. If you just send me a whisper, we can have a conversation because there's a lot to explain there. So if you send me a whisper, which is like a private message here, we can help you also. And I will help you as well. We'll start with the guide and then send a whisper, see what questions you have. So use that guide there. And you all are welcome. Excellent show today. 2 great guests, great conversations. Melanin Princessa, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. And yeah. Thank you, Texas Green Grower, for tuning in. Maddie O, good to see you. Hello. D-Man, what's up? Good to see that. And then D Blessed, awesome. Cool. Yeah, so you've been on here for a while. So yeah, no one made money. Now we can make a little money, but most of us here are doing it for the love of music and DJing. But the money is nice too. I can't lie to you as well. So Chaotic, thank you for those bits. Appreciate that. Shanda, what's up? Thank you for that. DJ Ty Alexander, thank you as well. All right, let's get ready for the raid. And let's see here. All right, we're going to go on a raid. Let me kind of go over here and type. Dr. LNJ, what's good? Thank you for that. Kamish, thank you for those bits. Mod starter kit, Shanda. Okay, cool. Good. So we have that as well. All right, let's get ready for our raid. Let's see here. Did it work? We good. Oh, hold on. Let me see how to spell his name. I don't have a rating copy paste. I'm still working on doing that. So just you can use my emotes, like the professor one is a good one. DJ Jazz, thank you for that gifted sub. Who got the gifted sub? Let me look really quickly here. Hold on for a minute. Regina G, enjoy that gifted sub. You're welcome, little Miss Ruthie. Justin, and so now y'all want to start the hype train. So now we got to wait till after the hype train. We'll wait for a minute. We got the hype train going on. So we'll do this. If you're new to Twitch, this is the hype train. This is like allows you to show love for the streamer. It's a way to show love and gain momentum. Here we are with the hype train. You can use that one, Cathosaurus. So we'll see where we're at. We're 60% of level 1. Thank you for those bits all day. While we're doing the hype train, if there are any last minute questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Yes, D-Man Choo-Choo. C. Tessence, thank you for those bits. Let's see here. Nerd Chris, thank you for those bits. We see here. Songbird, thank you for those bits. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a good one, Cathosaurus. DJ Ty Alexander, thank you for that Prime subscription. Appreciate that. Thank you. Now, DJ, how do I pronounce this? Rodium, thank you for those bits. Appreciate that. Let's see, D-Man, thank you for those bits. Mike C. Music, thank you for those bits. Hello, Miss Ruthie, thank you for that sub. Chaotic, thank you for gifting that sub as well. For Nakia, Maria Conchita, thank you as well. Chelsea, thank you for those bits. Booms, thank you for those bits. Where are we at? So hype train, now we're 47%, level 2. So we'll do that there. 47%. Faye Leon. Yes. Let's see, Chrissy. I'll get it. MC, I'll get it. I got to practice that 3 times, though. So let's see here. Chelsea, thank you for those bits. Texas Dream Girl, thank you for those bits. 49%, level 2. Cruising right along. Thank you. If you have any last minute questions, put them in the chat. And also, during the week, if you have questions that come up, feel free to just send me a whisper so I can add it to the agenda. Regina G, thank you for those bits. Where are we? 55%, 3 minutes, 40 seconds left. Lawanda, thank you for those bits. Shout out to my mods. So it was just Jen doing the shout outs. Thank you very much. We had Lisa DX on the polls, London as well, Holly, Songbird, and Laney, Startastic. Thank you to my mods as well. Definitely can't do this by myself for sure. 56% level 2, 3 minutes. Booms, thank you for those bits. Good, good, good. And that, I'm trying to think what else I can share. Yeah. Okay, so MC, thank you for, oh goodness gracious, woo. So MC, let me scroll up here really quickly. Thank you for those 1,000 bits, 10 stack. Thank you very much. And then Just Jen, thank you very much for those 2,000 bits, 20 stack as well. Thank you very much as well. Oh, D-Man, I think my average is like a 68 or 69, almost 70. So I go up and down. A lot of times, maybe like my Fridays or Saturdays aren't as strong as like Mondays or Tuesdays. So it just takes time. It's, you know, it's quite humbling, but it's good. It's the process. So it's really good. So that's kind of where I am right now. Let's see here. Shelly B. Okay, so you're trying to do here. Thank you, Texas Dream Girl, for those bits. Appreciate that. So let's look at your question here, Shelly B. So if you on your subscriber from your computer, so I'll show you, if you go to, let's just show my screen really quickly here. Here. LaDawn, thank you for those bits. Where are we at? Level 4, 4 minutes, 20 seconds left. Let me show you really quickly here. Hold on. And let's see here. So we're gonna go to Twitch. Share my screen. So Shelly B. So here. Okay, so you see this Shelly B. So we're gonna go to here. Oh, I missed something. I'll get back to it. Let me get back to my screen here. But you click on the little person. Oh, not this person here. You click on this person here, and then you go down to subscriptions on your computer. So you click subscriptions, and that'll take you into your subscriptions. And then you can manage it from there. Yeah, like you can do all your subscriptions from here. Let's take a little bit to load up here. So hold on for a minute here. Power and Black Tees, thank you for the sub. MC, thank you for that 3-piece. Now, do you want some shake, fries, mac and cheese for that 3-piece? Where are we at? Level 5, 20%. Thank you for that 4-month anniversary sub, Power and Black. Love TV, thank you for those bits. Maddie, oh, thank you for those bits. So yes. So you see how this is where you would manage your subs right in here. So you just go down there, you can continue, you can click here and cancel or whatever. Like if you click here, you can go ahead and cancel or whatever, don't renew. You can do everything right there as well. So Shelly B, let me know if that answered your question. Thank you for asking. I'm gonna stop sharing here and let's see here. Cool, so let me check, see what I missed here. DJ Rodium, thank you for those bits. Where are we at now? 35%, 3 minutes and 22 seconds left. Let's see here. Thank you. Got that. Thanks to the resub. Cathosaurus, good. Power and Black Tees. Hey, awesome. Good stuff here. Good. What we got? We got 3 minutes left. C. Tesson, thank you for those bits. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, let me know. Cathosaurus, thank you for gifting out a sub. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming and joining us today. O.R. Williams. Awesome. Well, 55%. We're almost there. Well, we got 2.5 minutes left. Just cruising right along. Okay, let us know if that didn't work, Shelly B, and we'll help you next time. MC, thank you for those bits. Okay. Thank you. 5 stack again. Thank you, MC. We're 73%, 2 minutes left. Tanya, California. Let's see here. You say, what do you think about streamers making VODs for their subscribers only? It's their choice. I think I let mine open because it allows new people who don't know me to maybe follow me and do it. But it's either or, it's good. I don't know. I think for me, I'll keep mine open because I'm still trying to grow. But maybe once you get to a certain level, you can switch it up. But good question. Are you thinking about doing that? So Love TV, thank you for those bits. Booms, thank you for those bits. We're 73%, a minute and 42 seconds left. Let's hear it. Just Jen, thank you for gifting that sub to Love TV. Appreciate that. 90%, a minute 34 left. Let's see here. We're cruising right along. I tested out some new sounds, like my whole little old AIM sounds as well. All right, so 90%, minute left. Cool. We're good. Let's see here. Keep cruising. We're getting ready to go on a raid 2 here. Justin, thank you for that gifted sub. Appreciate that. Lisa the X, thank you for those bits. We have eclipsed and run this really good train. Thank you all for the hype train support. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the love. Thank you very much for all the gifted subs and the subs. All right, so let me go ahead here and copy this. Thank you, MC. We'll go on our raid. 35 seconds left. Thank you, the Hopstress. Feeling is mutual. Stay tuned for the new year because we have some new shows coming. And I'm going to work with Spin Your Region. We're going to work on this one show we have coming. And we also have a show with the dating coach and a matchmaker that's coming up. So keep going. Oh, yeah. Maybe so, Tanya. I'm not sure. Thank you for those bits, MC. Thank you very much. All right. So we'll get ready for this. 7 seconds. 100. Thank you all very much. Well done. Thank you for the support. Please stay safe over the holidays. Whatever we're. Caroline D. Martini, thank you for those bits. Thank you very much. Awesome job. All right, let's see here. I'm going to go here. All right, we got the emotes. So drop in the emotes. And let's see if this works here. Oh, it still didn't change that sign here. All right, so Sean's on. We got lots of viewers coming to Sean. Make sure to drop the emotes. Give him love. My guy out of Philly. I haven't seen him in a minute too, so it'd be good to see him too. Thank y'all again for all the support and the bits. I appreciate the love. I will see you all tomorrow for Survivor, next week or Friday, depending on the schedule for holidays. We have trivia Saturday and some pop-ups. So enjoy the holidays. Thank y'all. Here we go on the raid. Let's go. Yes. Thank you. Here we go.